Hello everybody and welcome back to Slingcore Survival. In this episode I'm going to be working on that library I talked about last time, and I've set up this little area for it. There's actually going to be two parts. There's going to be an above ground portion which is going to have an enchantment set up, and then there's going to be an underground portion which is where all the villagers are going to go. Yeah, so I'm thinking that this is going to be a multiple episode build because I've gathered a bunch of resources and I'm still gonna need more. There's some blocks that I needed for certain details that I just did not have time to gather, and I'm honestly not sure if this amount of wood is gonna cut it. I know it's a lot of logs, so I can craft it into, stairs, slabs, planks, whatever I need, but it's a pretty big build and it might take a while. Also, the replay mod is not out for 1.19 yet, which is why I didn't have time lapses for either of these builds. And I might try doing a first person time lapse for this one. So hopefully if I do that it comes out well. But I'm just going to start using these materials and build as far as I can. Alright, well that is about all that I can do with the materials that I currently have. There's not really much more I can do in the interior without either more bookcases or more dark oak wood. I also need some more green dye. Oh, and apparently a cat came down here. But yeah, I did not have enough green dye, and I had way too much yellow glass made. I didn't really know what colors I was going to use. I just sort of figured that out as I went along, and I realized I really didn't need as much glass as I made because I still have, or yellow glass as I made. I still have like almost a stack in here. So yeah, the exterior is mostly finished. There's little finishing touches I need on the roof. I need some dark oak stairs up along there. And then there's some details that I want to put in these little circular type sections. And also up there on that spruce, I don't just want to leave that bare. There is some stuff that I want to put up there. So hopefully you can get somewhat of an idea of what this area is going to look like. It's not quite done yet, and hopefully by next episode I'll have enough resources to complete it. But this is not the end of this episode. I was actually exploring over by the village over there, and I found a zombie spawner, so let's go over there. Alright, well here we are at the zombie spawner. I want to make an XP farm out of this, and the way I'm going to do that is first I'm going to have to clear out this area, and then there's going to be some water currents that push the zombies toward one particular spot. A bubble elevator is going to then send them up into the air. Then they'll drop down 21 blocks, which will get them to low enough health where you can kill them with just one punch, and then I'll be able to get their XP that way. Also, I have not actually taken the stuff out of these chests. Let's see. Gunpowder, gold, saddle, that's good. Cat, nice. Name tag. I guess I'll grab the bone so I can make some bone meal. But yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is just make a little infinite water source right here. Probably sleep because it's night. And then now I just need to expand this area so that the maximum amount of zombies can spawn. Okay, now that I have this area dug out, I can set up the water flow. And now you can pick any two corners to start it at, but I'm going to pick these back two corners because I'm thinking that eventually I can connect this farm up to the start of my mine. And if I want to do that, I want the spot where I'm going to stand to be on this side of the wall so that I can dig out in that direction. So I have these water starts, and I'm going to dig this out just so that I can see where I want to dig. And I'm going to dig out this floor that the water's not on. So yeah, all the water in the room is sort of pushing onto this one spot. So I'm going to dig in one from here. So yeah, what I actually wanted to do is add a third water bucket there. It still will push all of the zombies into this area, but then here is where the elevator is going to go, and this is where I'm going to put the pressure plate. And then that's going to allow me to put a sign here, which I haven't crafted any yet, but a sign's going to go here to prevent the water elevator water from flowing out. And the next thing to do is just dig up 21 blocks. And it looks like we've popped out of the ground here, which isn't ideal, but I can just build around it. Alright, so now I've built this little structure, and basically the mobs are going to be pushed up this water, which is not water yet, but it will be eventually. And then there's going to be another water stream up here, and they're just going to get pushed and fall down here. So I'm going to set up the signs for here. One there, here, here, and right there. And that way I don't have water right now, but if I did, then I would just be able to set it right here, and it would push this way down onto here. Alright, so the way that you're going to set this water up once it's in place is you're going to need a dirt right there, and then you need to bring kelp all the way through it. What this is going to do is it's going to make every single block of water in here a source block. And once it becomes a source block, you can come back down the stream, break that water right there, place a soul sand, or break the dirt, not the water, place a soul sand, and then it becomes a nice bubble elevator, which will send the mobs right up. Up here, place the water there, and it just pushes them out like this. And then I need to dig down 22 blocks, or 21 blocks, I mean. So this is the level that is 21 blocks below that. And, whoops, this is the spot where they are going to be falling down. So you want to dig out a little bit from here. And that's the spot where they're going to be falling. You want to place a block right there so that they cannot get to you. Also break this torch, put it back here, and then I'm going to need to figure out a way to dig around an entrance to this area. Perfect, this is actually a great spot to get into here. Now that this is all set up, you're just basically going to stand here, punch them as they come down, and now I just need to take out all of the lights in here, which is going to be kind of scary. And there goes our first zombie. Close up this spot. Close up over here. And the farm is completed. 30 levels. Very good. Ow! There's apparently some visual bugs, which happens when there's a bunch of mobs, but, you know, that's just Minecraft for you. So yeah, that is our completed experience farm with that zombie spawner. And that's all I have for today's episode, so I will see you in the next one.